Welcome to a daily dose of Og. My name is Dave Blanchard, and we are studying scroll number 1, which is found in the greatest salesman in the world. There we find the 10 scrolls, the 10 time-tested principles of success. And this first scroll is just an introductory scroll to make sure that we understand where we're headed, that we have accumulated these habits of thinking over our lifetime, and they have threatened to imprison our future. And we are not bound by these habits. We actually can consciously choose to change them, create new furrows, plant seeds, strengthen these new thought processes, and eliminate the old ones. And Og says, how will I accomplish this? And he goes on to tell us how we're going to do it. We're going to study the scrolls, 1 scroll a day, 3 times a day. Now, you don't start with scroll 1. You'll start with scroll 2. It takes about 4.5 minutes in the morning. We're going to feed our mind, and then at about noon, we're going to feed our mind. And just before we go to sleep, Og recommends that we read the scroll aloud so that it can seep into that mysterious mind. He says, I'm not going to miss any of these days. He says, what will happen if I actually take on this challenge? He says, as the words of these scrolls are consumed by my mysterious mind, I will begin to awake each morning with a vitality I've never known before. My vigor will increase, my enthusiasm will rise. Enthusiasm etymologically means the God within me, my divine nature. My desire to meet the world will overcome every fear. Interesting. My desire to meet the day will overcome the fear. Doesn't mean I won't have any fear, but my desire to meet the day will overcome every fear I once knew at sunrise. Anybody having any fear right now in their life in terms of their job security, relationships, other things in their lives? We'll have this desire to meet the day and overcome the fear I once knew at sunrise, and I will be happier than I ever believed it possible to be in this world of strife and sorrow. Eventually, I will find myself reacting to all situations which confront me as I was commanded in the scrolls to react. And soon, these actions and reactions will become easy to perform. For any act with practice becomes easy. Now we learn in a later scroll that we must act without hesitation if we want to conquer our fear, to turn that lion of terror into an ant of equanimity, to peace of mind, as Og is discussing here. We will want to take the action, and in doing so, will become easier and easier. Thus, a new and good habit is born. For when an act becomes easy through constant repetition, it becomes a pleasure to perform. And if it is a pleasure to perform, it is man's nature to perform it often. When I perform it often, it becomes a habit, and I become its slave. And since it is a good habit, this is my will. Today, I will begin a new life. May this be the best day of your life.